Fear is something we build inside our own head. It is nothing more than a lie that feels real, only because we keep repeating it to ourselves. And once we start believing that lie, it begins to rule our choices. That is why Winston Churchill once said, "The only thing to fear is fear itself." Fear quietly eats away at dreams before they are born. If you truly want to move ahead in life, stop giving fear a place to grow. Don't sit with people who only complain, because negativity spreads like poison. Instead, spend time daily in books, audios, workshops, and seminars that uplift your thinking. Faith and confidence come by hearing again and again. Fill your ears with words that build you, not those that break you. When you do this, people may call you strange. In fact, in today's world, being joyful has become rare. If someone asks me, "How are you?" and I reply, "Better than good," they stare in disbelief. Try smiling every morning, and you'll see the looks you get. The truth is, most people have forgotten how to smile. They drag themselves to work, complain about coffee, curse Mondays, and find fault in everything. Such people have no sense of purpose, so they stay bitter and spread bitterness. But you don't have to accept that pattern. Train your own mind. Carry a journal with you. Write down thoughts, dreams, and sudden ideas. I always keep one near my bed because inspiration often visits in the middle of the night. Believe me, just a few strong ideas, in 1 year, if acted upon, can completely change your life. If you don't recognize your worth and let fear hold you hostage, you'll keep destroying your own potential. You'll keep sabotaging your own happiness. But the moment your hunger to succeed becomes stronger than your fear, everything shifts. That hunger will give you strength, courage, and creativity, far beyond your imagination, because inside you is the power to create miracles. I once read the story of a researcher studying a violent tribe in Africa, known for killing outsiders. He lived in constant terror. He could not connect, could not work, because fear blinded him. One night he asked himself, "Why am I here?" To study them. And what's the worst that can happen? Death. That night he accepted it. If death comes, so be it. The next day he approached the tribe without fear, and they received him with warmth. Later he said a life-changing line. Once life cannot threaten you with death, nothing else can scare you. Most fears we carry aren't even life-threatening. Still, we exaggerate them in our minds until they feel massive. Ask yourself honestly, what's the worst that could happen? Will it kill me? If not, why am I giving it so much power? Most fears are simply illusions. Watch the news long enough, and you'll feel terrified to step outside your house. That is the impact of mental programming. Years ago, I sold goods door to door. My mother was sick, we had no income, and I had no choice. Sometimes I knocked on doors past midnight. People insulted me, shut doors in my face, even cursed me. Yet I kept going. Every no was just a step closer to a yes. The moment I decided, I will not go home without selling, something shifted. Suddenly, the universe responded. That is the magic of commitment. When you refuse to give up, when you stay strong despite rejection and loneliness, life eventually bends in your favor. No obstacle can stand against true commitment. History proves it. When John F. Kennedy announced America would land on the moon within a decade, no one knew how. But commitment made it happen. Whether it was defeating polio, ending apartheid, or fighting hunger, progress was always born out of someone's commitment. That is why we enjoy freedom today. Commitment means honoring yourself and aligning with a higher purpose. It means being a vessel for something greater. But often we destroy that power with envy, anger, or laziness. We tell ourselves, it's too hard, and surrender. But no force is stronger than the human spirit. It cannot be crushed. Viktor Frankl, in Man's Search for Meaning, showed us how even in concentration camps filled with suffering, the human spirit rose above. That same spirit lives in you. Sometimes commitment will demand going back to school with people half your age, sitting in uncomfortable classes, struggling again. Sometimes it will mean falling down, then gathering yourself and trying once more. Above all, it means trusting yourself, listening to your inner voice. Not every decision will look logical. Some choices are guided by instinct. Learn to honor that intuition, and life will unfold in powerful ways. I once gave the worst speech of my life. I allowed someone to convince me I wasn't educated enough, so I let them write my speech. I read it word for word without lifting my head. The audience clapped politely, but deep down I knew I had failed myself. That day I promised, never again. Because your dream belongs to you. If others don't see it, that's fine. It wasn't given to them. Don't let anyone steal your vision. Always choose what is right, even if no one is watching. Don't cheat, don't take shortcuts. Pay the full price for success, because life always repays you in the same coin. I'd rather fail doing right than win by cheating, because in the end, when you stand before the mirror, you should respect the person you see. Remember this, the universe has something designed only for you. No one else can take it away. It carries your name. So walk in faith, not fear. Choose the high road, even when the low road looks easy. Keep your promises. Surround yourself with people who live by their word. Support them, and they will lift you up too. And never forget, 3 simple keys open every door: patience, persistence, and positivity. Hold them close, and sooner or later, your dream will hold you. So remember, fear is a liar, and commitment is the cure. The world doesn't need another ordinary life. It needs your unique fire. Every time you step forward despite fear, you rewrite your destiny. And when you finally look back, you'll realize your courage was always stronger than your excuses. So ask yourself today, will you live scared or will you live unstoppable?